So in more recent times, people have made accusations of transgender individuals that you need to quit grooming children, quit forcing your lifestyles on people, and quit trying to make people transition, right? And in my 13 years on hormones, the only thing I've ever done is explain a little bit of the changes that happen during hormones respectfully without getting too personal with things. I've had people come to me and ask me hey, should I transition? And my takeaway for them has always been something along the lines of, this isn't for everyone, this is a lifelong commitment, you can't just start and stop it. In more recent times, I also tack on that hey, this is something that you need thicker skin for. There's a lot of propaganda going around and people want you sad and miserable because they're sad and miserable, as I think. So yeah, I've never successfully converted anyone to being trans, nor have I tried. What I do think is really weird is how many people say you'd be so much happier if you didn't transition. Okay, here's a picture of me before I transitioned. Ready? Look at these sad, sunken in eyes. Do you like me whenever I was 185 pounds? I got down from 240. I started exercising, taking care of myself dramatically more after I transitioned. I would have had ankylosing spondylitis in my spine regardless, one way or the other. My spine vertebrae are fusing together if I don't exercise enough. And I think this version of me that goes and entertains people compared to this version of me that was number 4 in the world on Xbox 360 and would have definitely sat around and played League of Legends until they were 400 or 500 pounds is a happier version of myself. Stop being so judgmental. I have found my happiness or a happier version of myself. Maybe I'm not the happiest person, right? It doesn't matter. It's my life. I have another story of just kind of recent times that I went, not recent, but back in the day, back when this picture was taken. I was at a roller rink, and there was 20-ish other kids that ganged up on me in the arcade section, had me against the wall, they were all just shouting slurs and calling me fat and gay and whatever, and it didn't stop until I started crying. The thing about that is, this is 2025 over again. You people do the exact same thing to trans people until they off themselves, and then you stop. You stop for a little while, but then you go back to it because you're not seeing the damage you're doing, and then you forget, and then you just go back to it. It's very sick and disturbing. And as far as anybody trying to force somebody to go to be a different gender kind of thing, the only people that I see doing that are cis people, trying to make trans people detransition. When you do not know our lives, I prefer this version of me that can talk to the hairdresser versus that version that's silent like some serial killer, right? Okay.